What's up, Leo? How's it going? Happy beautiful day. It's beautiful here. I live in Chicago. So wherever you guys live, I hope it's a beautiful day. If not outside, maybe inside your home. You know, being in quarantine, we're kind of being forced to make the best out of the situation, you know. So whether you're cranking up that music and dancing around your house or cooking up some wonderful meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it may be, starting on a new project, you know, we can always bring the sun inside, right? Right. My name is Tessa, and this is Truth Be Told Tarot, so welcome to my channel. I do spiritual guidance readings, okay? So I focus on inner growth and self-growth and self-love and just getting to know yourself a little bit better. I don't do love readings. I don't do career readings. I will mention if somebody else pops up in the reading, but I don't specifically focus on other people that might be in your life or related to your work, only what is affecting you directly. So whatever is affecting you is going to be brought to my attention, okay? And we're gonna try to work through what's going on with you, all right? Also know that these readings might not resonate with everybody, okay? It just, you know, they might not resonate with everybody. Maybe some of what I'm saying is going to resonate with you and other things that I'm saying are not, or some pieces of advice you're going to be like, oh yeah, I like that, and other pieces are going to be like, no. You know, you have free will. You have the power to choose what you want, what you don't want, what you want to make part of you, what you don't. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that I don't do personal readings or extended readings at this moment in time. I might in the future, I might decide, but at this moment in time, I'm just doing general readings. I do have a donation link down below if you want to donate and if you want to make a contribution to what I'm doing here. So that is entirely up to you. Also, these readings are timeless, so if you watch this reading 6 months from now or a year from now, that's when you were meant to see it, okay? But this is for June of 2020, and this is for Leo, okay? So if you're watching this and you're not a Leo, maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you will learn something new. But this is specifically for Leo, all right? What else? Anything else I need to say? I don't think. Oh, in case you're wondering, I can't believe I had to check. I'm using the Influence of the Angels tarot deck. So that is the deck that I am using. And yeah, I think that is it. I'm sure if I come up with something else to say, I'll just blurt it out. I'll just say it. You know, I'm a fire energy as well, so you know, sometimes things just like, sometimes things just escape me. Sometimes that fire energy gets hard to control. I was actually singing when I was meditating on the fire signs, because I do all the elemental signs kind of like together. And I meditate on all the different signs together before I do the individual ones. And when I was meditating on the fire signs, I was singing. I don't know if that means anything to you, but that's what was happening. I was singing. It could have been your energy influencing me. Okay. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, your underlying issue, we have the King of Cups. Okay. The King of Cups is a Scorpio card. He is led by the major arcanas of the Death card and Judgment. Okay. So that's about transformation, okay? It's all about transformation, kind of going through a death and a rebirth, and coming into a new kind of source of power within yourself and a new feeling of regeneration within yourself, okay? Scorpio is led by the planet of Pluto, which in astrology is still a planet because it influences the energy on Earth. And it's all just about like the depths, you know, the depths of life, the mysteries of life. This is a king who really is able to look deep within himself and is really able to see the deeper, darker, you know, parts of life and the inner, you know, the inside of your soul. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm so sorry. My allergies are so bad right now. So if I sneeze spontaneously or if I walk away because I have an itch or I have to blow my nose, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and you can kind of like see it in his eyes. It's kind of like this, oh, that's out of focus. But he's looking out this window and it almost looks like he's in constant mourning. You know, like there's always people around him that are dying or something. I know that's very morbid. I know it's very morbid, but it's just this, you know, this connection with, you know, maybe the darker sides of life, okay? So this is a little bit more of the underlying issue. You know, maybe something is just weighing really heavy on your soul. So this is the energy that is weighing very heavy on your soul. You know, kind of like this feeling of death and transformation and all of that. Another thing to add about kings is that all the kings are guided by the element of air, which is sword energy on top of the element of their suit. So this is air and water. And air and water to me is very transcendental, transformative kind of energy. So that's another thing to keep in mind, okay? So there's something within you that's weighing heavy on your soul. It's kind of like weighing heavy on your, on a deeper part of you. And, you know, maybe that, I don't know, life is, maybe you're feeling a little like bogged down by life or bogged down by the current circumstances of things that are going on, you know. As fire energy, we want to be active, we want to be social, we want to go out, we want to use our inspiration, we want to be around people, we want to be the center of attention, we want to be creating. And maybe this truth of life at the moment and the circumstances of life in the moment are kind of like bringing you down a little bit and you know, making you see things in different ways. It's still a very kingly energy, so you have a knowing, you have a deeper knowing, but it's still kind of bringing you down, okay? So your motivation at this point in time, you have the Star card. The Star card is a major arcana, and it is represented by Aquarius. Okay, the Star is all about healing and having faith and seeing hope in the future. Having faith that things will heal, and that having hope and faith in yourself and in what's to come. So you're motivated by hope. Okay, you're motivated by a sense that this too shall pass, you know, like we will overcome this, and this feeling is not going to be forever. And you're also motivated to do some inner work. You're also motivated to do some inner healing, to do some inner work, to, you know, kind of, if you've had any wounds from the past, people have hurt you, to take the time to heal those wounds and those scars and the things that you have gone through. All right. So what's drawing you back a little bit, and what is disheartening you, and just kind of making you feel a little bit more like drawn back and timid, you have the Two of Swords. Okay. This is a Libra card. This is more specifically Moon in Libra. So although this is about making choices and making the decision to take a step in a new direction, it's also not really knowing which direction to take. So she has her blindfold on, which means that she's being forced to look within. She's being forced to get in touch with her intuition so she can make a choice, so she can gain more information about herself and then gain more information maybe about those options, gain more information about those choices so she can make a more informed decision. So I think maybe you're realizing that you have to do the work within you. You're realizing that you have to go within in order to get more in touch with your intuition so you can find the necessary information to make a choice. And it's just kind of like, I don't know, like, not that you don't want to do the work, but it's a little tedious. You know, you're feeling a little like, ugh, do I have to? Or, you know, it's weighing a little, you know, it's taking some of your energy. It's taking a little bit of your energy because it requires information. And it requires you to really kind of dig a little bit deeper into these choices and into yourself so you can make a better choice for yourself. But you have the faith, okay? You're motivated by faith, and you're motivated by hope, and you are motivated by inner healing. So you're able to do this. You're able to get through this. You're able to get through this. Outside influences, the Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is just popping up in everybody's reading. Different placements of the reading, but he's just like, I will come through with my wand of fire. I will make myself known. This is the Sagittarius card. So, excuse me, what can I say? The knights in the tarot deck are all guided by the element of fire on top of the element of their suit. So this is fire on top of fire. This is very assertive, very go-getter, very much like, I'm going to take my wand and I'm going to go do it. I'm going to take this idea. I'm going to take this source of creativity. I'm going to take this inspiration that I have and I'm going to go forth into the world, you know. Maybe go on a journey or go start something new. Go after something that you want, something that you desire out of life that will bring you joy, bring you satisfaction. It's also a little reckless, you know, it's a little bit of a reckless energy, but fire energy is always going to be a little reckless. You know, come on. You can't fool me. It's a little reckless, but as an outside influence, so this can be a person that is in your surroundings, okay? This could be a particular person that's kind of like, I want to say that they are, I don't want to say they're showing you the way, but they're like, almost like a guiding light, you know, because you have to go within. You have to go within to get in touch with your intuition so you can make a choice. But then you have this energy that's in your surroundings, this other fire energy that's in your surroundings. That's kind of like sparking your intuition, okay, or sparking your drive to want to do these things, to want to make these decisions. You're kind of like, all right, Knight of Wands, like, I'm feeling you. I hear you. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And I see you. And, I like it. I'm feeling it. You know, you're feeling it. But, you know, you got to figure out you got to go your own path, though. You know, you got to take your own path. You are on your own path. You're going to do things your way. I mean, you're Leo. You're going to do things your way. Very methodical, okay? Very methodical. That's kind of in this, I feel like that's the state of mind that you're in right now. Very methodical, thinking things through before taking action. Because this, okay, so this Knight of Wands, like I said before, he is very go-getter. He is very, like, going after, very fiery, very intense, but also a little reckless, not really thinking before he jumps, you know? And you're like, okay, I see you, but I'm going to think about this a little bit more. You're going to think it through, be more mindful, okay? Which is a good thing. Especially for Leos. I mean, for fire signs in general. I mean, it's good to balance, right? It's good to balance yourself out. So, I love these cards. I do. I love these cards. As your advice card, advice from the universe, you have the Queen of Swords. I always want to, like, make it closer to the camera, but then it doesn't really, it's not really focused. It's not a focus. It's not an automatic focus camera. Okay, the Queen of Swords is a Libra card who is guided by the major arcanas of Justice and the Empress. Okay. She is a no-nonsense kind of queen, very intellectual, knows how to communicate, knows how to assert herself in order to express what she needs to express, in order to get what she needs to get. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have feelings, okay? I don't know why. I feel like some people think that the Queen of Swords is just like, I have no feelings. No. No. She is a very deep individual, okay? All the queens are guided by the element of water on top of the element of their suit. This is water with air, okay? Which is kind of funny because your initial card was the king with water, and then the underlying element was air. So this is like reverse. So I feel like this is like transcendence at its purest. Balanced. Now, I'll get a little bit more into that, what that means. So, the Queen of Swords is guided by water, but she has that air intellect. So she's felt hurt, okay? Libra is in the house of marriage, relationships, partnerships, all that jazz. But these are relationships that have felt pain and transcended pain, have felt the deeper sides. You've felt the deeper sides of heartbreak. You've felt the downs of relationships, and you know that it takes work. It takes self-work. It takes work within your relationships with others in order to get to the next level, in order to be able to communicate that hurt and that pain, all the different things that you might be feeling in a constructive, positive, progressive, forward-thinking kind of way. So this is the Queen of Swords. This is a Queen of Swords who knows her heart and is able to communicate. She knows she's wise. She is wise. And she knows how to communicate aspects about herself that is beneficial for not just her, but for the relationships that she's in. And if it comes across as hurtful, you have to say what you feel, and you have to articulate things that you might be going through. And if it hurts somebody, I mean, that's kind of their problem, right? I mean, I hate to sound harsh, but this is not hurtful with bad intentions. And that's why I say transcendental, because you can take pain that you're feeling and transcend it and channel it and turn it into a higher state of being and purpose. Okay? So the fact that she falls right on top of your King of Cups is like signal to me that's saying you need to transcend your energy, okay? You need to transcend these more bogged down feelings and the things that you're feeling into a higher sense of purpose, into like a higher sense of awareness, so you're able to communicate what you're feeling effectively. All right. I hope that makes sense. So that's your advice. Okay, that's your advice. The best way to do this, the best way for you to be able to do this and to move forward, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, the Four of Swords is all about meditation, taking some time for yourself to rest. Okay, this is another Libra card, and this is Jupiter in Libra. So it's about really just kind of like closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and just silence, meditate, put the swords down for a moment to really go within. And you don't have to overthink it. It's not about overthinking. It's just about taking the needed time to rest so you can get clarity, so you can receive clarity from that time of rest and from that time of healing. Receive clarity. And you will receive clarity if you can do that. If you can just take time for yourself to close your eyes and just feel your heart, or just kind of like be within yourself and just be silent. Okay? The next card for the best way to move forward in a positive light, you have the Hierophant, another major arcana card along with the Star, which I feel pair kind of beautifully together in my opinion. The Hierophant is a Taurus card. He's all about earthly manifestation, earthly pleasures, and he is about conformity. He is about kind of structure and doing things the right way, you know, morally correct, morally sound. But this is also someone who enjoys life's pleasures. You know, he enjoys beauty and art and architecture and, you know, he sees the divine in the material. All right. He sees the divine in the material. So after this time of rest and being with yourself, the universe wants you to kind of embrace a more like wholesome way of life. You know, a more wholesome way of being with yourself and maybe seeing the joys in conformity. I know sometimes we think of conforming as like hindering your spirit or hindering your sense of creativity, not really being inspired. You feel too restricted. But there is always something to learn that is outside of ourselves. There's always something to learn that is not of us and within us. Something that we can teach others, also know that they can teach us. Okay. So they just kind of want you to kind of take this, kind of be more, not to be like the Hierophant, but to learn something from these from a more moralistic approach. Learn something within yourself from a more like divinely guided standpoint, to where you can provide a beacon of hope and a beacon of light to others, if that makes sense, and to yourself also, you know. He's like the beacon. He's like a beacon of light and a beacon of hope sent from God. Or, you know, it's fine if you don't believe in God. You could just, spirituality is very much about your inner, how you connect with your higher self. Okay. And this is what you're motivated by. I mean, this is what you're being guided by. You're being guided by the star, which is about faith. It's about faith. So you can learn something. You can learn something from this guy. And learn something from this energy of standing a kind of moral ground. Okay, moral ground. I think it's going to help you with your advice position. I think it's going to help you transcend things that you have built up inside of you, things that you might be feeling that have bogged you down, that have tied you down, so you are able to communicate it in an effective way. Okay, I think that will help you. Okay, so final outcome. Hope this is making sense so far. Final outcome, you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is such a cool card. It's the only Earth card. Oh wait, no. Hierophant is an Earth card. That's Taurus. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. So awesome. So such an awesome card. This is a Virgo card. Okay. And more specifically, this is Sun in Virgo. Okay. And what that means is that this is someone who loves their craft, loves the joy that comes with creating and putting their energy into their work, finding joy in the details of what they are doing, in the creative task that they have in front of them, finding joy and happiness in their perfectionism, in their effort, in their skillmanship and their craftsmanship, and the things that they're good at, their talents. All right. She's so focused. And these are not just any pentacles. These pentacles are not, you're not going to see pentacles that look like this in any other card. I don't know if you guys know what a doily is. You know, I mean, doilies have been handed down in my family from generation to generation. I'll show you right now what a doily is. This is a doily. Don't you think that that looks similar? What's in here and what's here? This is a doily. This is something that takes a lot of time and effort to create. It's all about the details. You know, it takes a lot of time and effort to create this beautiful kind of outcome. All right. This is a very positive card. Now, a little bit about Virgo, because this is a Virgo card, and this is your final outcome. Virgo is about being of service to others. Okay, it's about daily routines. It's about health, feeling healthy within yourself. So it's all relevant. And what I am seeing here, especially with the Hierophant card coming before and you having a lot of influence from the court cards. Court cards, king, queen, knight. This is also being service to others. This is having that leadership personality, that leadership attitude, that leadership already within you, inherently within you. Leos are natural born leaders, okay? Okay, you guys are natural born leaders. So you have this leadership sense within you already, which means that you inspire others, which means that you have the ability in you to lead others, to inspire others, to be of service to others. And I think that you're able to do that through your talents, through your gifts. You're able to do that through your talents and through your gifts. You're just looking for a more wholesome, maybe, way, like this time of quarantine, maybe, you know, there's parts of you that you need to heal. You need to, you know, you can't be your best, you can't be your fullest if you're not whole within you, I guess. And you're just looking for ways to better yourself, you know? You just want to better yourself. You want to better yourself. You want to be more... You want to be more grounded. You want to be more... focused, okay? You know, you want to have faith. You want to feel that things are going to be all right. That things are going to go in the way that you want it to go, and they will. All right, they will. So yeah, I see you spending, you know, as you kind of go within and work on these things within yourself. I see you putting a lot of effort into a certain project and into something in particular, and you're putting your talents into it, and that will also make you more, that will also fulfill you, so you can take on kind of a more refined approach, okay? Also, another thing to note is that this card is guided by the sun. It's a Virgo card, but it's guided by the sun. It's sun in Virgo, and the sun is ruled by Leo, okay? Leo is ruled by the sun. Sun is ruled by Leo. So this is your energy is in this card. It kind of like, it lights up the card. It lights up the beauty of it. Okay. So, Leo, this is what I have for you. I really hope this helped. And I'll see you next time. Bye.